And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to Koi Plays Tarot. My name is Koi, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. As a side quick announcements, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That way, when uploads are made, you can see what the stars are trying to say to you. Also, individual reads are back up and open, so if interested, either message or email me directly. Link is on main, and we'll get that figured out, okay? Let's hear it one time for the crab people. What are we looking at today? This is going to be your career read for the month of February. At time of recording, I know it's later on in the month. A lot of things came up for me individually in my own life separate from this that led to a lot of delays, but I had to do my due diligence and get it out there. So this is me being accountable, right? What is career read? A career read looks at the trajectory of your labor, your efforts, what's going on, and with what we're putting out, hopefully what we're getting back. Not just monetarily or materially, but the other things that reward us as well. What is going on with the efforts, the partnerships, the deals, etc., that lead to a life that we're trying to build. So, preamble to the read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, even when it gets difficult, understand that I, as your tarot card reader, I'm not here to purposefully misguide you or mislead you. Trust me, I got 12 signs to talk to, and the honesty, it hits. It hits. I have no intention of talking about things I don't see. At least I'm honest in that way, right? We lay all our colors out on the board, and good or bad, come rain or sunshine, we talk about it. Because tarot is a conversation, just an energetic one, right? So follow along with me today in your read, Cancer, your career read for the month of February. Yeah, let's see what the cards say. We're going to be looking at a past, present, future orientation, starting, boom, 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 starting with the past, just to map the trajectory. So what's the cards we need to see, please, for the Cancer Collective in their career read? What is significant for my crab people to know? That's a break. Why are we breaking? Oh, I hope that's just bad shuffling, because if it's not, I'll say the first thing that comes to mind and not care about what happens next. Show us the cards we need to see, please, for Cancer in this read today. Okay, now I see why. Eight of Swords, the notion of powerlessness, or that an obvious choice that we had to make, was not entirely one we wanted to look at. Why so? Three of Swords, heartbreak and separation, that we had to look at basically separating, leaving something behind. Eight of Cups, we chose to walk away. So, there was an opportunity. I don't want to say just quote unquote recent past, because that's too much of an abstract time frame, but whatever was going on previously, Cancer, it's almost like a sorrowful goodbye. But the answer was that you still had to do it, right? It doesn't feel right now. And that's totally understandable. That also means that either I don't want to say you're emotionally trapped in that space, because that can be misinterpreted in many different ways. But ultimately the best thing for you to do was walk away from this situation. And simultaneously, we're reflecting on the good times, right? I'm looking at somebody who actually enjoyed where they were. That's the first thing. You really liked what you did. But it's new chapters, because again, the fact that you feel so powerless about walking away and the heartbreak that you have right now, even if it's not directly shown or seen by others, it still spells out that, no, I really like my time here. I hope that you all see this, right? Okay. So what of the present orientation? What of the here and now? Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Cancer and their career read. What of the here and now for the Cancer Collective? Death, the card of Scorpio. Interesting. So in the present, now the separation is very real. How so? The Hangman. Why are we so anticipating? What's going on here? Seven of Wands. Cancer, come on. We're not allowing the transformation to take place, at least at the pace that it should. I know that you liked, doing this, whatever this was in the past, and it's tied to some good people and some good folks. You got a life to do right now, Cancer. What's going on? I'm saying this because death is ultimately transformation. It's one of the big three cards that people tend not to like to see in readings, mainly because of I would like to say horror media has done a wonderful job of blowing this out of proportion. Death means transformation. In order for another cycle to happen, one must come to an end in some way, shape, or form. And therefore, even if, like, let's say you stayed in the same industry, but you switched locales, that's a form of transformation. Why? I can tell because what's going on over here, you didn't want to leave the previous area. It doesn't change the fact of what's happening in your here and now. And with the Hangman coupled with the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Wands being guarded and defensive, the Hangman saying, I'm looking towards the future. I'm trying to be enthusiastic. I'm really, it's not that you can't see prospect in front of you, otherwise death wouldn't be there. You acknowledge this. You're actively in the like, I'm looking at a Cancer who is like signing on to a new job as they speak, right? That's why the Eight of Cups in the past leading to the death in the moment. No, we had to leave that place behind. Be kind to yourself, but don't get stuck, right? That's the biggest thing I can say right now. Be kind to yourself, but don't get stuck. There is opportunity here. And the Seven of Wands, if we become so obsessed with, the what was, we won't be able to embrace the opportunity of what is. I just don't want you to miss out of all the good that's happening around you in your very immediate vicinity right here, right now. Okay? Future orientation. Show us the cards we need to see, please, for the Cancer Collective. What are the cards we need to see, please, for the Cancer Collective in this reading? This is great. What are the cards we need to see, please, for my crab people? Future orientation of their career reading. They hit the table, so I can't take. 1, 2, 3. Okay. In the future? Three of Pentacles. The foundational experience of working amongst others, collaboration, meeting a new team potentially. Why so? Three of Cups. Yeah, you're meeting new people. Why I'm saying this? Threes are done in community, right? We have the Three of Pentacles, which represents collaborative efforts, i.e., this is an actual functioning group project. And Three of Cups, meeting new people, not just at whatever new job or locale that's coming in, but also a new dynamic, new everything, to be totally honest, because these are new people in a new place. So yeah, that makes sense. And the King of Wands. When I'm ready, we're gonna do it big. I like that for you. Underneath it all, Justice, the card of Libra. And so when equity of the scales are weighed out, and push comes to shove, there's a new chapter here, right now for you, Cancer. Let it play out as it should. Understand all its functionality. Sign your name on the dotted line, but you're here now. Let's make the best of it, okay? Next. Cards Connection, reveal the connective energies, please. The bridging gap between all time-based orientations for Cancer in this career read. We first look at the space that is held between the past and the present. What occupies and connects the what was to the what is. What cards do we need to see, please, for Cancer in this career read? that sounds about right. Three of Cups. Now, this Three of Cups is different from this Three of Cups because of its placement within the read. Let me explain. This Three of Cups is I'm walking away from a friend group, people that I valued highly. You know, I really liked you guys. And life is happening right now. Eight of Cups, we still have to walk away. This is why I'm saying I'm looking at a Cancer who's actively right now moving into a new job, potentially a new city. Whatever's going on, you're in motion. Lastly, Nine of Pentacles, separation and autonomy. This is your new chapter. What do we do with that? That is a bigger question right now. What do we do with that? Between the present and the future, show us the cards we need to see, please, for the Cancerian collective. What is held between the what is and the what if for Cancer in this read today? The Magician, the power of manifestation. Oh, okay. That's why the universe is trying to get you ready. Big things on the horizon. Let's see what you can pull off. Okay. Why? Queen of Wands, wanting to embrace it properly, wanting to find and show the best of self, but even more so, I'm going to appreciate the here and now. Right? I had enough time to cry about it. I already had my going away party. Like, let's be the big person now, right? We're getting ready for it. Two of Pentacles, things can and will balance out. It's gonna feel weird for a second, but you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Underneath it all, Nine of Cups, self-fulfillment. This is the next chapter in your story. Again, the reason I'm saying that is because in your underneath, Justice, the weighing of the scales, even with all this, what we're seeing as emotional farewells, where you want to go, this has to be part of that journey. For my Cancers, that this story, because it either very much fits or very much doesn't at this point, let it happen as it should. You might be surprised what you find out, okay? Lastly, well, next, not lastly, we're not there yet. The 5 major arcana strewn across the table in this read, I'm being drawn to the Hangman. Let's look at the Hangman. What is Cancer purposefully intending suspension around in their current and present moment? Show us cards that we need to see, please. What is it that Cancer needs to see in their career read today? Six of Pentacles. The long work ahead. But that only happens when you actually get off the tree. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that Six of Pentacles tied to that Seven of Wands. You know what it will take to make things work out. It just involves letting just go piece by piece. Give yourself time. Just don't get stuck, okay? To Death. Page of Wands, okay. Normally the pages, I don't really necessarily like to see them because they're such quote-unquote low-level energy, not by intentionality, but by design, right? The pages are the kids of tarot. They take the element in its purest form and hold it in their hand, but just as you wouldn't say that, ooh, a child had a match in their hand, that's dangerous, and they poured water on it, great, doesn't mean that they're qualified to be a firefighter, right? In this way, the Page of Wands, optimist, base level optimism. We're trying to approach death with a new perspective here. Death as in transformation, as in, no, this is really happening. Okay, breathe. We'll get through it. Let's do our job. I'm happy for you. I know it feels weird right now, but so too with staying still. And that's not the person I'm looking at, okay? Next to the Magician, there was one last. 5 of Pentacles, okay? So why do we have to really focus on what we're doing? New journeys also represents new starts in many ways. The Five of Pentacles, fives are cards of conflict. This one being monetary. You are in a more financially precarious position right now, probably because everything is starting over for you, Cancer. But also, if you don't make the right actions, you're going to stay there longer than necessary. Again, these are stages and transit, even located in the read, the way that the cards are positioned in formation. These are transitory spaces. So, Power of Magician, applying to that Five of Pentacles, we either do what we got to and make things balance out a lot quicker than is necessary, or we stay in a rut because we're so focused on what we left behind. Okay? In a crossing pattern, Nine of Wands, the efforts that we put forth, what do we hope to garner out of it? Eight of Cups, to walk away completely. Yeah, your new life is starting right in front of you. Don't drive forward while looking back, okay? Resolution, real cards of resolution for Cancer in their lead. What is held in the space of resolution for Cancer in their career today? Because we pulled that Eight of Cups, 3 separate times. You're struggling with walking away right now. But once we, master that struggle, so much more opens up. The cards of resolution for Cancer in this read today. Queen of Swords. What we know to be true is indeed true. Water is indeed wet. And hey, there's a new chapter that the pen is waiting for. Okay? Don't drive forward while looking back. The Empress. The best version, the most highly productive version of the self. It's waiting. All this opportunity waiting for you to take hold of it. If you can move yourself emotionally and not just physically to the new reality that's coming your way. Underneath it all, Eight of Swords, the feeling of powerlessness. Here, the obvious answer is the one that we don't want to look at. And that is, this chapter is done, this one's coming in, and eventually things are going to go right. I just have to learn how to let go of this properly. Don't drive forward while looking back. That was pretty much a good summation. This is a very straightforward kind of read, Cancer. So to wrap it all up and review, you really loved your old station, your old job, whatever that was to you. But I'm also looking at a Cancer who is packing their bags and they're moving forward. It's great for you because a new chapter is unfolding. However, we won't be able to maximize that opportunity in the ways that we probably should if we're constantly reflecting on what we had to leave behind. Yes, it feels weird right now, but so too with staying still after you're actively, it's almost as if you're already signed on for a new job. There's a lot of active energy going on that you're resisting. However, when you stop resisting and start embracing, a lot more things open up for you than you originally expected. Don't drive forward while looking back. That's what I got for you when you read today, Cancer. Hope this conversation helped. And this time, the crab will go snip and travel further along that beach. See you around, okay? Take care.